What it is, what it could be, man. Hopefully it's what it should be. DJ J Phil, my nigga A Major. We on the radio show.
Yo.
Yes, sir. We are back.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, nigga.
Is this the first episode of New Year?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. All right.
Well, Happy New Year, sucker.
Sucker ass suckers.
It's Major Boy.
Year, bro. It's January. Katt Williams. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. He's running January right now. We thought it was gonna be the Epstein list. No.
Sure did.
If you guys ain't up to speed, if you ain't know, but I highly doubt that you're not up to speed. You probably know. But hey, Katt Williams showed up on Club Shay Shay.
Mm-hmm.
I've never watched. A Major, you've never really paid attention to the show either up until recently. 4 days later, that motherfucking episode is 30 million strong. Man, give it to him. Hey, but listen though, the conversation was great. There was a lot to talk about, so we're gonna talk about it. We got a lot to start with. So man, let's start. Like I said, A Major, let's start with the conversation, man.
Yeah, the conversation.
He I felt like I was watching a Tupac in a comedic form.
He said a Tupac in a comedic form.
Yeah, just calling out people by names, not using any type of, code or whatever.
Right.
But actually calling out names. He's called out more than a dozen names. More than a dozen. Within the first 5 minutes of the podcast, you can watch it. He got right to it, man. He wasted no time. But there was one thing that I paid attention to that I think it went over a lot of people's heads.
What up?
He started out by complimenting Shannon Sharp on his show.
Yeah.
And how he's grown and how well it is to do things. But he also said that he didn't like to do interviews unless it was with somebody like a Larry. I forget the name that he mentioned, but he said just Larry King. He said he'd come sit down and do it, but he said, hey, but I got something to sell. A lot of people missed that. He did say that within the first 3 minutes of the interview. I have something to sell. So in other words, what I got out of this is
Katt Williams said that?
Yeah, he did. Yes.
I didn't catch that line.
Yes, he did.
That's a good point.
He said, I got something to sell, so here I am.
What you
and
selling?
What better than and apparently he's I've been seeing on the internet. It could be wrong. I'm gonna confirm it. Let's confirm.
Hold up. Are we talking about a tour?
Yes.
Then yes, let's confirm. I was gonna tell you.
Yeah.
The nearest city that he's gonna be to us?
Iowa.
Yes.
Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines. I saw them tickets. I might get a float seat.
Let's talk about it.
In May.
Let's see?
In May. I seen that shit.
I caught that immediately.
I looked up restaurants. I looked up hotels. All types. Like, Des Moines don't look like it's too bad. I got a lot of rivers and water.
Hey man, he got something to sell, but he got to get that attention.
Yeah.
So what better way to just call out people? And yeah, it might seem petty that way, but
now
let's talk about what he said though.
Okay,
go ahead and go in.
So I guess I missed that part because I thought what I gathered was that he came to the show.
Yes.
And he wanted to set the record straight.
Yes.
For all the other interviews that Shannon Sharp had. So I thought that was more the motivation before I recognized or heard that that he had the what's it called. But anybody who gets on a platform and talk there's always something behind it, whether it's just want to clear the air, but then they're clearing the air and they're making a media round because they are fucking doing something. So I mean,
absolutely.
Katt says act like Katt to Williams to do that. It's selfish or whatever, but it's that's why people get on interviews because there's something going on.
I got something going on.
There's
let me go ahead and speak what's on my mind, and also let me reel you in to come buy a ticket.
Exactly.
Because now you really want to see what I'm about to say.
Exactly.
I'm interested.
Did you ever see that Black Matter one special?
The Black what?
The Black Matter special we had?
No, on the Netflix?
Is that on Netflix? Black Matter's I don't think on Netflix. Black Matter guys.
Oh no! I did not see it.
Black Matter's on YouTube.
Katt Williams' Great America. This is the one I was talking about.
Yes, that one. I saw that one.
That one is on Netflix.
When
I seen that stand up, I've kind of got the feeling like, okay, I know the where we're going now. This is back in 18, 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This whole stand up was more of a conversation, if you remember it.
Yeah.
He talked about, this is the one where he talked about we spoke on it about the chicken wings.
Yes.
There's chicken with no chicken.
With no thighs. Okay. We got no wings. We got plenty of thighs.
But if you peep the game on how he really took the approach on this stand up, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
So the matters that he's speaking on now aren't really new to me.
I don't think that. I think though every time he got, even when he did like his first special, he's always been like that. He's one to always be in the news, in the know.
Let's go ahead and look at him. The Pimp Chronicles.
Yes.
And I remember both of them, the Pimp Chronicles and the American Hustle.
That American Hustle one. Yeah, that one was.
That American Hustle was something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that American Hustle was something else.
Look at that. Wasn't that like 6, 7?
2007.
Yeah. I feel like that he had more, but so he goes on these tours, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying that everybody was referring, or he talks about the Black Matter one. Yeah, that one's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, either way, this is nothing new.
Nah.
We've seen Katt get a little, crazy, but in this case though, he's calling people out. Mm-hmm. Let's start off in the gate, man. Of course, we got the Ricky Smiley story. He said with Ricky Smiley about the next Friday. About Ricky Smiley. But go ahead, bro. What do you want to say, bro? You want to laugh? He couldn't wait to laugh. Come on, nigga. Go ahead. Hey, man.
Yo, well, my thing about the Ricky Smiley, like we were saying, there's so much that he talked about. There's so many people that he brought up. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to, everybody's, either, reactions or their comebacks or their explanations, Ricky seemed to be the only one that I felt was trying to, either, backpedal or, be very
he did backpedal.
He was trying to cooperate a little bit. A lot of cats are coming out very aggressive, yo, this nigga fucking me talking wrong. He's saying I didn't do this or I did that and yada yada. And he was like, no, and shout outs to Katt. He's a very successful. He's a funny guy. He got the part respectfully. He killed it. I took my role and I did my thing and whoop de whoop. But he's not acknowledging the fact that Katt was saying he was acting like a hoe ass an individual the whole time that he was on there. And that somehow Katt has a contract of some kind that says that if he does a movie, he's got to be in a dress. And what was the next movie? First Sunday. And he was in a dress. And he said, because he can play a better woman than he can play a man. That's wild. I didn't hear him address that. If a nigga said that, yo, you play a better bitch than you could ever be a man, your own thing is going to say, yo, you killed Money Mike, shout outs to Katt Williams, bring your manager on at the time, wake his ass up early in the morning. Hey, you remember how it went when we tried out for the part? Nigga was like, that was some time ago, but as far as I remember,
I will say, to that, this is one thing, out of all the people that have responded, we got Ricky Smiley, Faison Love, Steve Harvey. You have Cedric the Entertainer. You've had Tiffany Haddish. Yeah. Everybody has responded in their own
Trick Daddy.
But listen here, out of all of those people that have responded, really the only, besides Trick Daddy, but we're going to take him out the equation because we expect him to actually come out and be direct with another.
I don't remember. Did he say something about Trick Daddy in the interview, or is he just alluding to when he was talking shit? He had the joke about him.
He was alluding to some stuff. But one thing I will say is a lot of the comedians are more so. I've noticed they're. Okay, Katt Williams. He comes straight out the gate. He's throwing darts. Mm-hmm. These things are meant to, hit. Mm-hmm. Okay? Have you noticed that a lot of everybody that's reacting is sitting here as either, this is, you just want to, Michael Blackson.
Yeah, Blackson, yes.
Or you just want to get they're either saying these one of a few things, which is what everybody always says. Mm-hmm. You're just looking for attention. Mm-hmm. Or you're just trying to sell stuff. Or you're bitter. Or you're crying out for help. Mm-hmm. But everybody's saying that, but to my surprise, there's been only one motherfucker really fighting back and throwing his darts back.
At Katt Williams?
Yes. There's only been one.
Somebody's fighting back on Katt?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Kevin Hart.
Oh. Kev was sitting on a whole entire NBA show with the homies. Hey, you know what I heard? Well, I heard.
And was doing this. But see, hold on. We know.
Yes. Oh, shit.
But the one thing I will... and you know I'm not the biggest Kevin Hart fan. I'm not. I'm just going to be... I'm not saying he's whack.
No, right.
But I'm just not the biggest fan of his work.
Okay.
I prefer other comedians.
I got you.
But of all of them, though, I like how he hit his response. Yeah. I really like... That's what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
Fight back, nigga.
Yes.
Don't sit up here. Oh, he's just...
Right.
Looking for help and this and that.
Right.
No, address that shit or come back and say something. Say something, nigga.
Right.
He's the only one I've noticed that's actually saying something back.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, nigga.
Yeah.
So I respect that. I'm just putting that out there. I respect that, bro. A lot of people are missing that.
Kev Hart, yeah, he's
shooting back.
I fuck with Kev. Yeah, so
and to be called a plant, nigga, that's almost being told you're not black.
No, so explain that. What does he mean by plant? Look, when he says that he is a plant, what do you call a plant? Because he was trying to explain that Kevin got the fame and was doing this thing on the East Coast, popped up somehow in L.A., and all of a sudden, he was the man.
He's saying that he said that, which is one where we're going to start getting into these conspiracy theories, y'all. It sounds like to me he's saying that Kevin Hart sat down at that table and, made that blood oath and maybe even drank a little baby blood.
Somebody sucked that baby's dick.
We're blanking that out. We're blanking that out. Yo.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're blanking that out. Yo. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Damn.
I'm
assuming that's pretty much what he's alluding to, because there was a lot of alluding towards this. Even he mentioned them, Illuminati. We talk about it all the time about this group of beings that seem to control the strings and maneuver things. But there was one thing he said also that you had mentioned that I said is similar to what you said. He kept saying that the debaucherous ones, they're going to be exposed. You mentioned last year, you feel that this year we're going to finally see that face of the debaucherous ones. I think it's coming soon. I think. Listen, we got Diddy parties, Epstein parties,
Epstein list. Those parties are retired. Those parties are retired. But Diddy, though, he's still out here. Shaking it.
But who is the one that has that party of all parties? That's the face I think we're going to finally see here soon. The one that had, whether it be a male or female. I wouldn't be surprised if it was either or. You know what I mean? On some real shit. I'd be more like, oh, if it was a female.
Hey.
I'm being for real. If it's a female, I'm going to be like, oh.
Not to change the subject, but hey, so they was talking about that. Show them in the guy and who's this man that he got a show with?
Andrew Schultz.
They were talking about that. They were talking about, that couch casting thing or whatever.
That casting couch.
And they were saying that, saying that what's the difference if it was a man? Because Katt Williams had said Harvey Weinstein offered to, yop him up in front of his staff, which is wild that somebody's offering to do something to you to give you a part. So they were like, that's crazy. But what if it was a woman who was offering to either give or need in order for you to get somewhere? And they were like, well, is that different?
No.
Honestly,
I think it's worse.
But are you gonna do it?
I think it's worse.
You think it's more comforting? Because then they're like, now that's consent.
Because women with them type of powers, them are most of the dominatrix type.
You get down, you're like, all right.
You think you about to lay down some piping, nigga? No. She said she want to get keyed. She led you in first and said, put these handcuffs on. Then turned your ass around and came back in the room with a strap on.
Bruh,
told you to shut up.
Who are these beans, though?
I'm just saying, though. This shit happens.
Yeah, whipped up.
And they got whips and all that, too, man. So
and then all of a sudden the doors bust open. Worse. Doors bust open, mad motherfuckers come in. All of a sudden, hey,
what do you do? Shut up now, nigga. You're here now. Oh, you should have just went home.
We start filming in 2 hours.
Gilbert Arenas also went on. He has a podcast.
Okay, yeah, I heard about it.
Said that you seen that? So he said that about Halle Berry. How Harvey Weinstein was at a film
at festival, the game,
and there was at some type of
no, he was at a game
or whatever.
He said he was having a game and he was in front of him. And Halle Berry walked over and walked by. And
started saying,
Halle Berry's like,
and they act like she ain't want to fuck with. She was like, oh, she wouldn't act like that if she needed that role. She dropped down low and did what she needed to. Hold up, listen. So remember when I told you? Oh, so all these females in the industries is pretty much just getting it up just to get where they at. At this point, I'm convinced. And I don't think nothing other. I hate to say it like that. Perhaps Taraji's right. Maybe she's tired of giving it up.
Yeah, but is it just But it can't be just the females if the dudes is doing it too. Yeah. One, and here's another thing we get. Hey, I want to make sure that we're clear about this conversation. That we can't keep having conversations because a black man said something about some other black folks to not think that white actors or musicians and things of that nature do not get put through these same ringers though.
Oh yeah, they all.
I just want to make sure that people understand that like this is not a black problem because we weren't even allowed in Hollywood or on these type of platforms and things like that. So I seen somebody again, one of them race baiters trying to say, name me 20 top tier actors that have been made to put in a dress. Immediately, comment was like, boom, whole reel of them, whoop, whoop, whoop. And they rose, and their names like, and you look at it, you're like, well, damn,
it's everybody. There's no color.
You always see them in these dresses, like always the man playing in a dress and whatnot in the third. We want to play this. I always put a black man in a dress. No, they're always putting men in some dresses. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's out here getting played. Hollywood is that playful spot. I point
something out, but it was a lot of movies, especially during the 90s and up into the early 2000s, where a lot of men in general, when it came on screen, a lot of them. It's a lot. And it for us as a young dude growing up, it seemed to just be comedy or just to go with the movie, but you never really get to thinking, why don't they just get somebody that does that on the regular to do that?
Yeah.
Nah, I have a theory.
Okay.
These top hats, these wigs, they like to see them in these dresses so they can say, yeah, that's what I'm about to be taking down. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, when it comes off set, tell them to keep that on.
Keep that on. Woo!
Somebody pointed out, thanks for everything, Tu Wong Fu, to me. You remember that movie?
Tu Wong Fu?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember it, but I don't remember like.
Thanks for everything, Tu Wong Fu.
Oh, is that the whole title?
That's the whole title.
God damn.
Yeah.
I thought it was just Tu Wong Fu.
Thanks for everything, Tu Wong Fu.
Who's Tu Wong Fu?
It was the drag queen that they aspired to be.
Oh, Tu Wong Fu is the name of a drag queen that. Oh, and those cats. Oh, that's what the premise of that movie was. I always try to remember like why they dressed. What were they trying to get out? What were they trying to do?
Looking back at it now, when that came out, I was in the early '90s, so I was still young. My mom wouldn't see that. But it took me to the theaters to go see that. I didn't think nothing of it. Still didn't.
Right.
Until this day, it was just a movie.
Right. It's a movie. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
But you get to thinking,
drag is a thing. Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
But as a kid, you're not thinking about all of it. You know what I mean? You're not until it all starts to come together, and then you start to really, really do the math. Think about it. How common was it to see a comedian or actor in general coming up in your films or in the TV shows?
Yeah,
to dress up in a dress.
So check this out. I just want to do.
It was regular.
I just want to do a side note because you made a comment earlier about like, why don't you just get somebody to play that role that would fit that part? And I just want to say that, as the art of acting in Hollywood and whatever, you know what I'm saying. So let's just again, how I play. Pause. I'm just gonna be the devil's advocate for a second.
Let's talk about it.
you have these actors or actresses who play these parts that do the roles of the other sex.
Sure.
Because technically, like I said, okay, if that's the premise of that movie, you know, they were inspired to be these drags. So, okay, you get men who they want to... Do you have to get, like, drag... dudes who do drag to play the drag part? Because is that not like getting... Like, Jamie Foxx played a blind man. Why did you not get a talented blind piano playing, singing Ray Charles that you could? You know, you don't get like...
So could it be possibly that these circles that got mentioned repeatedly throughout that Katt interview, that he kept saying that these circles, so these people fight to get in these circles, and they do what they can to keep the people out, because these roles, they act as if there's not enough to go around. Was just maybe theoretically speaking.
Or you can't find 3 good drag actors to play the fucking part.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, goddamn, you a drag? I can't tell. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Wesley, you got it. God damn,
it,
nigga.
Wesley.
And we'll give you Blade to make up for this bullshit.
But the thing is, though,
2 and 3.
Does it necessarily... Do you think that he's coming up... That was I'm going to play devil guy to the other side.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Do you think he's going along with these... Because that's the thing that we always used to hear coming up. We still hear. Oh, they make the dude emasculate himself. This is the embarrassment.
Right.
Do you think he's playing on these things just to get us... and trying to make us feel confirmed, like, oh, we're right. You know what I mean? And just saying that just cause?
Who?
Katt? Or is he telling the truth? Is what we've always thought or heard or was rumored to be, is it actually true? Is he confirming it? It's 50-50, bro.
Well, because
we don't know. Is he lying, or is he going on by what we hear and
so it is 50-50 because, like he said, somebody lying and then there's a truth, and the truth is going to win, right? But then here's the thing, too. How he worded, though, was always on point. It was like, why do we have to be in a dress? Like, we can make the scene funny. Like, I don't have to be in a dress for the scene to be funny. Like, what is this about? Like, why do I have to? I don't want to be in the dress. You know, someone ain't comfortable with doing something. Again, if no was no, I don't want to do that. You know, Dave Chappelle had the thing. Like, I don't want to be in the fucking dress for the whole
They found
Martin
a clip
thing.
of him in the dress.
I know I saw that. I just want to talk about how he talks. Before we get there.
That hurt my heart.
But the comments...
That they even found this shit. The internet is ridiculous.
Is he in a dress or was that a blouse? And why was he playing such an ugly part?
Lipstick.
Yeah, that was another thing that kind of hurt.
Lipstick.
Why was he playing such an ugly part?
And he was... Okay, it was during a Howard Stern show. He was making fun of Howard Stern's co-host. Forget her name.
Oh,
Robin.
The one he got right now?
He's always had her, Robin.
Was she on that show or
she
that
wasn't
clip?
on that particular episode.
Okay.
Chappelle was acting as if he was her. You know, he was spoofing her.
Okay. Because I didn't listen to the sound of it. I just like...
I listened to the sound. I got the premise of it. He's supposed to be Robin. He's making fun of Robin.
Oh, damn.
If you guys are familiar, Robin's always been with Howard Stern. I think she's still with him till this day.
I think so, yeah.
The black woman though, she's always had the locks in her hair. Anyway, long story short, black chick. Yeah. Always been on the show with him. He's making fun of her though.
Oh, okay.
When I was watching, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. He's spoofing Robin, and Howard Stern is spoofing himself. Is what the whole skit was supposed to have been. But nonetheless, Chappelle was wearing what looked like a dress and lipstick.
But was it a dress? Because he wasn't
earrings.
A earring. He had one earring on.
A earring.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to act like I need to fight for Dave Chappelle. But I do want to know, like, I didn't see a whole clip. I just saw a little bit of it. Right. I didn't see hear it or nothing. I was just like, all right, this is I was just like, this is looking nasty.
It looks crazy.
And it was like old footage too, so I was like, ugh.
Grainy looking. It just looked crazy.
Like, what is this? All right, Dave, they got you. God. But got you, bitch. But is it a dress? Did he stand up and like show and like?
No, he didn't. No, he was sat down the whole time in the clip that I've seen.
Right, and see, that's why I'm saying, like, people are saying like it's just a blouse, it's not a dress. He just had a blouse or something on. So I don't know if he can confirm.
And a make-believe bosom.
Right. So I don't know if he can confirm that, like, that's a dress. Now, mind you, too, if he was doing that, though, with Howard Stern though, you know, like, and they were just trying to be funny, be on their own kind of accord to do the skit. Sure. I think the other part is that he's never done nothing like that to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's that point.
Because if I'm correct.
Because again, if you do it to get to the next level.
Even after Half Baked, he still didn't pop.
Right, because I'm saying...
A lot of people forget about that about Dave Chappelle.
Well, he didn't pop until the...
Chappelle Show.
The Chappelle Show, right.
That was like 4 years after the fucking Half Baked.
But I'm saying, I want to go back to your point. You know, if he did that whole, say it was a blouse or whatever the case it was, whatever, with Howard Stern, but again, if you put those dresses on in order to get to the next level, you know what I'm saying, oh, you know, you do 2-1 foot boom, now you blade, you this, that, and third, and all this other shit, right? But, again, they ask you to get in the dress.
Now you blade, nigga.
They ask you to get into the joint, right? And again, like you said, you know, you're going to keep that on when you're done. That part. It's when they. That shit was crazy. It's that part.
Hey, you keep that on when you done.
It's that part.
Oh, you said that shit was hilarious.
Niggas be leaving the trailer and be like, yes, sir.
I just seen a video of John Cena got a movie coming out. They were talking about it a couple months ago, but he's got a movie that's supposed to be coming out this year. But he's full blown in a dress.
I saw it. Yeah,
got the wig, got the makeup and everything on too.
How has he done that a few times now?
I wouldn't know, honestly. I've seen this particular movie that's going to be coming out.
I've seen a picture of him, dressed up,
and I was like, wow. So like you said, it's no color with it, bro. It's just
they've all done
They
it.
want to see you in a whoever. Like I said, I want to see who is this motherfucker making this, calling these shots. Who is watching these people when they dress up and saying, yeah, call them and tell them I said keep that on. Who's making that call? Who is making that call?
Not even keep it on. Just like, hey, yo, just bring him up when he done. You don't even have to give the instructions. They already know. I mean, if you were the PA to that motherfucker, you already know. Hey, yo, when they done, bring him up.
They just walk up to you with the water like,
hey, you want to come with me? Oh, let me go change you quick.
You gotta go to Taylor. No, let's go straight to Taylor.
No need.
Go straight to Taylor.
We got your change of clothes already over here.
Yeah, it's over there.
What you doing to my shit?
Don't worry about it. You chose this life. This is what you wanted, right? That's what they hit you with, too. Like,
and here's the line. They was like, "Oh, you already got it."
He mentioned
he was drinking that water.
Not Tupac, but Ludacris.
So quick. Oh,
as well, taking a 20. Man, this interview was just
200 million.
200 million. So besides,
and a funny light skinned face wife.
Okay, we're not even gonna get that far, but I just want to point out that let's avoid what he said about everybody. Let's take the premise of what he was, the whole Conjuring. So we got
a Katt, or you talking about Luda?
A Katt.
Okay.
This whole premise. So are we going to see that face, A Major? How promising does it look to finally be able to say, we knew it was you, motherfucker? How promising does that look now this year?
I don't know how promising it is. It's just gonna get closer, or maybe a name or something. But I do want to make to the fact: did we not talk about, or did I not ask and question why is there always the combination of the black man and black woman, a darker skinned man, and then a lighter skinned woman? Did I have we had that conversation? Did we not?
I don't believe we have, brother. Let's talk about it. That's a good catch, and I'll tell you why.
And I'm not even saying like off screen shit, like whatever these funny face wives that don't do interviews and don't talk and don't do shit, and we don't know nothing about, like Katt said. But I'm even saying like on screen, like that's the combo that is given most of the time.
You familiar with what's that line? A standard American beauty standard or whatever. They say that lighter is always better.
Right. Okay.
In a sense, you know what I mean. Which is it's very unfortunate to say, but I think a lot of dark skinned black women in America would tell you, it might get passed up on simply because nigga they dark. Granted, I'm not saying that some dudes don't like the dark berry. You know what I mean?
Right,
A lot of dudes, in fact, do. But are they the preferred? I would argue maybe not. A lot of people. Let's think about it. Break it down. When you were listening to a rap song, for example, what are the type of chicks that most rappers name off? Light skin, brown, caramel, brown, or red bone, yellow. You hardly rarely hear the dark. Think about it. I'm not saying that's right, or even that, but it just is what it is.
Right.
I think that's just what niggas like, man. It's what dudes like, black or white.
But here's another point.
What's up, bro?
Not to cut you off.
Go ahead. I'm done. But I was just pointing that out. Like I think that's just.
I know it didn't sound like you want to really talk about it too much, but I just want to know, like you're saying, like who this face is. Like, they just gotta pluck a flock of these motherfuckers. They just like, all right, you get this deal, this and that.
The way they
the
way they make it seem is, man, I wouldn't be surprised by the way that it sounds. It sounds like you got these heads, these people that run these industries, that are in these industries, that are the gatekeepers, so to speak. What it sounds like to me is, you will have these couches and couches because you got hundreds. Think about it. Who wouldn't want to be on the big screen if that's something you aspire to do? So you're gonna have hundreds of people lining up at your building, man, to come audition for this role.
That's true.
And if of all them 200, just saying, say if it was all 200 females, you can literally, if there's that one in specific, you know damn well she can't act a lick, but damn it, nigga, I know she's desperate.
You just put it with some grade A actors and actresses around.
I can make it work, but I know what she's gonna do to get that role though. And let's be honest, people in certain, it's just this is where I say this is where humans human. This is where humans human.
That's where it just gets desperate. It's like, man, I've been doing this my whole life, man. I just want to shine.
Yeah. So you know, motherfuckers is just gonna just roll with the punches to get where they need to go. Do they appreciate that? Best example I can give is Jada Pinkett's character.
I was just about to say that.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Nate was at the door.
You in a bind, huh?
Third quarter of my game, bitch. Eat my wings.
You know what I mean? And hey, listen, these things happen though, and like I said, it just goes to humans are just going to human, bro.
But
and
okay.
I think that's how a large majority, in my opinion, I would think this is how a lot of actors or actresses get caught up in the system, in the system of the industry, so to speak.
But that's crazy to say because did Nate do anything wrong at that point though?
When he said who?
Did Nate do something wrong? Because if you remember that scene, like, she pulled up to Nate's crib, asking for something.
That is a good question.
And Nate was like, nah. He told her no. If no means no, Nate said nah. She's the one that was like, I'm in a bind.
All right, well, you do have, so I do want to see what that, I do want to sample that. and this is where I go, and when I say humans are human, women know what most men probably want from them. And most men know that, hey, 9 times out of 10, woman, you can't get what I can get, but I've more to show, got plenty of it. I can spare you a little bit. If you... Listen, there's a reason why prostitution has been the oldest form of fucking hustle and known to mankind. It is. It is.
Why is this, though?
Like I said, going back, women, most of the time, they know what men want from them.
Okay.
So then we're not going to get too vulnerable
I know what you're saying. Yeah. I mean,
so why not take advantage of knowing that, okay, all I got to do is just lay on my back for about 10 minutes, let you get that off, and I can go on about my day?
Yeah.
And to the dude, it's like, well, shit, I do want to try that out. I've been watching them. Let me go. I got plenty of whatever. She won 100. I got 1,000. Cool, that ain't nothing.
Said that ain't nothing.
Just saying. Just a random.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
You just want a little piece? All right, here. And you gonna get up out my face? I just wanted to sample anyway. I don't want to take care of your wife. Or nothing. Cool.
But again, but hold on. Because you making this sound like these chicks is asking them for something. Niggas are pulling up if they a prostitute, niggas are pulling up for services. That's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
That is a difference.
So that's a whole different standard.
Well, it ain't no different from the dope. I want to get okay. We're gonna. What I'm trying to say is, we're getting dark here, bro.
I know, right? Katt Williams.
But what I'm trying to say is, though, it's apparent. It's apparent that people will take advantage of people's situations, desperate, times and needs. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying, it seems that obvious people get caught up in that web. And it's once you're in that web, it seems to be getting. It appears to be hard to get out of, because it looks like when he says now when you're saying debauchery, you got to think about it, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
This nigga Diddy was pissing on. Could you really bring yourself to piss on such a beautiful woman? I couldn't.
Does she like it?
Did she like it? That's a good ass question. We don't know. Only she can tell us.
Yeah.
Obviously, she didn't. She's suing for it.
Yeah. Is she suing for that or something else?
Maybe there was one too many in the hole.
You know what's crazy to me?
It was uncomfortable.
You know what's crazy to me is that
I don't know. All I'm saying is there was some debauchery going on.
Yeah, I got you.
There's certain levels to it. And I'm saying those motherfuckers up there, they don't see it at all. So if you're up there playing with them, just know it goes from 0 to 100. Real quick, like the Drake said.
I want to know, how drugged are some of these people, though? You know,
Jeffries!
I wanted to bring that up, yes. I need to see that movie and see what the fuck that is. But, like,
everything.
They say, like, she was drugged and was this and that and the third, but when you see him, like, on red carpets and at events, everybody looks all good and this and that and the third, but, like, where are they at mentally? Or, like, what are these drugs that they're keeping them here to do this and that? Or to say the alleged, like, the bodyguard was like, Diddy would look at women and say, like, oh, my drugs, they would do whatever I want. Like, what kind of control is this?
It's going to sound crazy. I'm going to get dark. All right?
We're already there, I mean.
No, I'm about to get extremely dark.
All right, here we go.
All right, man.
Turn the flashlights
I got a homie. Matter of fact, yeah, I got a homie, and he knows somebody that's out here on the streets till this day, right? Fucking with the glass, right? Okay, check it out. He said something really kind of like made me go,
Okay.
That's why. But he mentioned that certain females, when they're high off of this, it's like it like emits like extra, like either they're just numb to knowing what they're doing.
Glass?
Yeah. It makes them to where they're either numb to knowing what they're doing, or it makes their inner freak come out. One or the other. It's no one. It's not this or that. It's one or the other. You get what I'm trying to say?
Oh shit! How long does that shit last?
I wouldn't know.
I'm not saying by use. I just didn't know if there was like a statistic or something like that.
I wouldn't know, but I'm only.
It's kind of a minute though, ain't it?
But I would assume so.
Okay,
I would assume so.
I don't think it's like a quick thing. I think it's like it lasts.
I would assume so, and like I said, I hear this through somebody that knows somebody that's involved with that lifestyle. Okay, so I say that to say this. When a certain drug is incorporated, like I said, it's only going one or two ways. Either the bride's going to really enjoy it and enjoys how it makes her feel, so she can perform extra, or B, so she can be as numb as possible, and hopefully she gets so high she can forget no more.
Now let's again. I want to just make sure that our conversation is as fair and equal as possible. This is not just women.
Men and women.
These are men that are getting subjected to these situations.
And I'm only speaking from a.
I got what you're saying. I got of that side.
Assume,
I just want to say, as far as what we're talking about, as far as Katt's interview and what he's saying about these people, they're all getting,
put this up in there. Either they don't know it, and it probably gets it to the point where they're just numb, and then when they wake up in the morning, they got an idea what happened, but it's a blur. So it's easy to move on. You see what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah. Right. It's like, because if it's a blur, it's just like, we're just going to act like it didn't happen or whatever. But what sucks is like, these motherfuckers is like,
they recorded you.
I got them tape.
Bingo! Bingo! And I think that's, now we're digging. And I think that's what happens to a lot of people.
Yeah.
They get they get recorded or get seen or get spotted doing something that is filthy.
Yeah.
Debauchery.
So, like they say, like you get to them parties or whatever, and you know somebody come around like,
you do that? Like it ain't like just some regular ass sex like two motherfuckers humping. Like they doing some other shit.
Yeah.
There's a goat in the room.
Katt Williams. Katt Williams.
We're talking about what he's talking about, but let's talk about it.
Yeah.
But this is what these motherfuckers are doing, bro. This is what I'm trying to tell you. When you've gotten that much money, you've had all the women that say if you're a famous, just put it out there. If you're a Harvey Weinstein, you've had a Halle Berry, you've had a Lucy Liu, you had a Cameron Diaz, you've had. Matter of fact, you might even have had a Brad Pitt. You might have had a fucking. I'm just saying. Allegedly. But I'm just saying, though. And then casual intercourse ain't gonna do it for you no more, bro. Just saying. If you're smoking crack and then you get introduced to the glass, that crack don't do it no more. It's either this or it's either this or that fat next.
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying? So it ain't no different from drug use.
So what we're saying is, Luda was on a goat while they cut them sideburns and cut them braids off his head.
A goat was in the room, nigga. There's a reason why them Indians be like, "Why don't you go fuck a goat?"
Why don't you go fuck a goat?
They say that. That's one of their sayings, bro. They ain't lying. That's what they do over there in Dubai.
Oh shit,
bro!
What, are they telling somebody to do that as far as like a measure of like good wealth?
You ain't heard about the stories. You ain't heard about the stories of the Instagram models that get flued out. This is where the flued out thing comes in. You ever heard about this, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. This
is why they go to Dubai.
To go fuck goats. The women are getting flown out.
Yes, they're getting flown out. They don't even know it. They'll have shout out to my minister Jap, bro. He did a thorough breakdown. But this is what happens.
They don't even know.
These bras will be on the Instagram showing they, doing their little wiggling their booties and shit, jiggling and all that, right? Then some Saudi prince will, you're beautiful. I want to fly you out. And they think, oh, damn, they see his picture, jets, fly cars, nice house, pools, ocean views.
Yeah.
Exquisite meals, right? Damn, I want to go.
Palm trees.
Big city. I'll fly you out.
Clean city.
Why don't I give you $10,000? But when you get here, they'll get there. I'll fly you out and I'll give you $10,000. Let me fuck. They'll be like, oh, that's it? You just want to fuck? $10,000? Cool. They don't know is when they get there and they land there, they sign paperwork. Yeah, similar to an NDA. What happens here stays here. And what they don't know is they think, they're thinking is, I'm about to get this 10 G's. It don't matter. I'm about to give it up anyway. They're in the room and all of a sudden, it's the Saudi prince and then all of a sudden the door flies open. It's 10 Saudi princes and a goat and a fish. We're all hidden, including the fish.
He's sucking toes.
This is what happens, fam. And they defecate on them and they send them right back home.
Oh, shit.
And what they can't do nothing because it's over there, first of all.
Why can't they do it? Ain't that an international thing?
Yeah, that's a whole... You can't come back over here and say, that's a wrap. It's over there. Well, and you agree to it over there. You sign paperwork. And this is how they getting down. I've heard that they like to fly out small hat white girls. In specific. That's their favorite. They like to file them in the worst way. Just to make their point.
And they let them do it.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, they must not know until they get there.
The secret's out the bag now.
Why? What you mean?
Well, once the stories start coming out about what's going on over there, Bronx is still going over there knowing what the fuck they doing over there.
Hey.
So that goes...
I'm in a bind, Nate.
So, going back to what I'm trying to tell you. So, when these motherfuckers is on them casting couches, dealing with a Weinstein, they might be like, I don't know. But when that bag gets pushed in their face, desperate times call for desperate measures. Whether dude or chick.
But so check this out though. I mean, not to say
I think they get caught in that web and they get filmed and they get shown and then they don't want that shit to come out and you're stuck in it for life.
And so like you went so like every time that you want to roll, they gotta
I don't know. That's a good ass question, bro.
Every time you get to the roll, it's what it is to get this roll.
What if that's the case?
You
heard what Gabriel Arena said about what they said about how what she wanted that specific. They didn't say all the roles. She said that specific role.
Didn't have to try for it. Didn't even have to audition.
Did you know Billy that movie Monster? That she played in Monsters Ball?
Okay.
She was really that scene, that she was really getting handled, fam.
I heard that is.
No, that's a fact. Now I remember that shit back when it came out, bro. That scene was was a porn shot, bro.
I've never seen the movie, but I've heard the story that like everybody was talking about that. You know, that used to be like a
that was a big.
Before there were memes, you know what I'm saying? It was like everybody used to like talk about it, or whatever. But that I did come like later in life. Yeah, I did hear that. Yeah, that was real shit.
Now I remember that was the whole big deal about that movie. That scene was real.
Oh, I just thought the big deal about that movie was just that scene was just like crazy. Like, oh shit, you get to see Halle Berry.
No, because she was really getting handled. He was really in there. That's a fact. That's why I would. So with that being said, bro,
ain't they always in it?
No,
when they do these scenes,
it's acting. You're supposed to be
you
acting.
So? How do you act?
Bitches. Oh, hold on. You asking, bro. I've acted like I've nutted plenty of times.
But I'm talking about
I'm talking about
as far as sex scenes though.
You know what? I don't know, man. I'm not. I've never been on no set.
Right. Because I'm saying, I mean, there are them scenes where like they got the. So check this out. So in my head, you see them scenes where they're just like got the covers on and stuff. Like I said, you can have shorts or drawers on and just be dry humping, whoop getting blue balls. Have to like help that out like later. But I mean, when there's scenes where I catch like butt ass naked, you can't just be like, passing the doorway or whatever, because somehow you can. I'm in there.
I imagine that.
You know what I'm saying?
I imagine that.
Got it.
I imagine in this case they hired.
What they do? Cut.
I imagine
he slipped again. My bad, y'all.
Listen, all I can say is maybe that check was worth it for her to be like maybe.
You think it was that? You think it was that role?
I don't think it was that role. It might have been the Catwoman role.
You think so?
Whatever movie that she had that the Weinstein Company produced during that time where he said that was, you can bet you it was probably more than likely that Catwoman movie though. Or Operation Shortfish.
That's still alleged because this nigga Gilbert Serene, we don't know that nigga
where
he's sitting at this and that.
But we do know.
I heard them say.
But one thing we do know that's a fact is these casting couches though, for sure.
Yeah, that's real.
Cats
are coming out saying like there are some times where like because some people will say like some of them are very obvious and some of them are like you're sitting there like is this a
you ever watch the movie and then wonder how the hell and watch the new actor or actress and wonder how the hell they even got the role because your acting sucks.
I definitely never thought that was how they did it because I would feel as a producer you wouldn't put them in that role and it sucked that bad. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way that like as well no I lie because then they're just gonna build them up to be something or whatever.
Sure.
Yes. There's that narrative.
Sure.
That storyline is gonna be
like I said,
made.
there's been actors you probably can't think of at the top of the head, but I'm sure you've watched movies and watched the new actor. Yeah. Or there's like, granted he's been around for a while, but I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck he's so popular. Jared Leto.
Yeah, don't even know who that is.
Dude that was supposed to play the new Joker on Suicide Squad, right? Remember that? Jared Leto. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is there's actors I'm like, yo, this nigga's acting sucks. How does he keep getting roles?
This guy stinks.
Or even the chick. Like I said, it's like, yo, how the fuck?
Yeah.
I know. Now I know. How I know.
Because you just do so well.
You do so well.
So you think they suck, but they suck. Goddamn right.
Katt Williams, man, don't went out here.
Your trailer's to the right.
He got me like he really got the like. Granted, whether or not he's going in on people. That was a wig on Steve Harvey's head the whole damn time.
That's crazy because niggas used to have lines about him, about that line. Steve Harvey crispy. Nigga, when I got my forehead, I think I even said that, nigga. I'm Steve Harvey crispy. Literally, because I'm fronting. Like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah. And you know what's fucked me up? He hasn't denied it yet.
Yes. Oh, Can we go back to Luda real quick?
Please.
We got to talk about the song.
What Charleston White said too.
What the fuck was that?
Did you hear what Charleston White said about that? Right?
Who Charleston? Yeah, nigga. Like, what the fuck? A nigga diss you and said all types of shit. Talking about your wife. You come out with a diss song? Because you know what? Because you know who's not to play with. Ooh. Katt Williams is not to play with. If you come out with a Katt Williams come out with a track just as or a verse just as crazy as you coming out with.
Niggas forgot he was signed to Dipset.
He is signed to Dipset.
He is.
Yeah.
Still to this day? They still got that?
I believe so.
That's dope.
And like you said with Nick Cannon, like he was on Wild 'N Out. He be spitting, he be rapping and all.
Yeah, bro. I know. We know this.
Don't fuck with
I'm sure a lot of people forgot about this.
Those are some low bars too, man. Those are mid shit. That was the mid ass shit though. I was lost as soon as it was. No,
I guess it was just his creative way
to
try to address it.
No. Yes, it was there's no air quote. That was a creative way to address it, but Charleston said it right. It wasn't the right way. I was lost as soon as he said like I'm on the plane with all my rollies. I'm about my time or whatever he said. I was like, brother, that what kind of line is that? You are Luda.
Going back
that
to what
hitting.
So going back to what I said earlier, have you noticed how everybody's got these lame responses, but the only one I really feel that's actually throwing shots back is really Kevin Hart.
Bro, he said all that shit just to say he wasn't in the Illuminati. When Katt told us that's their number one job is to make it look like they not in it. So you're still not proving them wrong.
So like I said, the best thing you can do is just really talk shit back.
Oh my God.
And you know what that tells me? One, it's obviously true because they're not really denying it.
Nah.
Notice that. A lot of people are not. They're just saying, "Oh, this is sad. This is whatever. This and that." Right? I've noticed that. A lot of them. That's everybody's response, but nobody's not saying it isn't true. Or that's bullshit.
I want to pick at Luda one more time, and I fuck with Luda. I was at the Luda show when he was out at the casino.
Okay.
But the nigga really, he like chopped off some of his beard to make it look like he had the hook, but he just like had the beard.
Yeah.
Chopped off this half to point the other half to talk about the signature sideburns and voodoo. Like those aren't it though. You have to ask that.
It wasn't.
I'm sure you had a beard. Your barber, it looked like the nigga did it himself with a Niccolo.
Ooh, shit.
And just went out to like.
Are you talking about that video?
Yes. Go back and look at it. Like it's the bars are mid.
I caught that. I caught it.
The little sideburns he's trying to address, those are mid.
He cut those off after he got done shooting that. Cut it all
he
off.
He had to. Shit wasn't fresh. He wasn't going out public with that. He only did that just to make a point of whatever he was talking about.
You know damn well he's not even wearing that shit. Hold on, bro. We got to. If I see a nigga with them sideburns like that, bro, in 2023, bro, fam, stop it. Get some help.
Get some help.
Don't you dare do that shit no
shit.
more. Pause, man.
Oh man,
we're gonna pause in the middle of this conversation. We gotta go back down. I gotta rewind, throw back memory. Hey. I will not ever forget the day that KB thought it was cool to give Eric the pimp and the gangster, nigga. This nigga had the short, big, thick one. That was talking about the gangster, right? Had the thin one, right?
Yeah.
And then had the fat one that curled up and did some ill shit talking about the pimp. The pimp and the gangster. Nigga.
At the same time?
Look, it was thin. Like, you know how back like in the 2000s, niggas had the thin one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thin on this side and then had the fat chop curled up. Then some diamond. It was like some diamond shape. Right? Nigga, that nigga came through, nigga. We was like, nah, fam.
No, he was really rocking it, too?
He thought he could rock it. We told him, nah, nigga. That nigga was so mad at KB for doing that shit. If you ask him to this day about it, he'll just tell you that KB just did it to him without even asking. He just did it to him. You know, he was like, what the fuck? Nigga, I think in other words. But anyway.
Hey, yeah, cut that off, bro.
All I'm saying is this.
I'll let you take your pictures and have your fun. Cut that shit off.
Listen, even at that time, that shit was not cool. So don't you dare think that you could come in 2023 and do that, Luda. Leave it alone.
And it wasn't even the same. It's not the same.
Not the same.
It wasn't the same. Like, I'm telling you, like, hey, niggas was reading that. She was trash. She was so trash. I called it mid a little bit.
It looked suspect as fuck, bro.
It didn't.
No, I'm talking about the way that, he responded. It looked suspect. Like,
a song? I mean, I know you Luda and, like, you could do that, but, bruh.
You know what?
No.
How many Fast and Furious movies are there now?
I don't know. They said 10. I'm not sure. Are we on 10?
We're on 10, but...
Has he been in since number 1?
2.
Luda came in 2.
Yes.
But, again, like, those movies,
they've had
though...
side movies, too, that are not exactly part of the franchise.
But those movies, though, when they said the 20 movie deal, they're not all Fast and Furious, because he's been in other movies, too, though, right?
Yes.
So I don't think it's all just whatever, though.
That Gamer movie, which is trash.
Either way, he still got his 10.
Yes, he did. 10 million more than I will never have.
But ain't that what, like, how much is Will making? Remember they were talking about how Will was getting some, like, Will even had it in the line. What, did they have a diss record on, was it Eminem?
Will Smith?
Didn't he make a record and he said, that's why I'm doing, he had a verse and he's like, I'm getting 10 or 50 million a movie. I don't need to rap. Something, blah, 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 blah. Remember? I thought we even talked about it. Yeah,
I'm thinking real hard.
Will's got a song. He came up with it like recently, I think.
Yeah, no, it's very recently. He did say that. It was like it's like a little small video, and it shows him in the studio recording the track and all that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He did say that.
Yeah, he's getting something. Is that some kind of
why rap?
Some kind of deal?
Well,
hey, Will, this is what we're gonna do. I know you like to write your Fresh Prince, but how about we just cut that off? We'll just use your pause. We use your real name. And then we give you this deal and you do movies.
They're giving him that credit for using his real name in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Who?
Will Smith. They credit him for actually using his... Because the story is with Fresh Prince and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when they came up to them, they were asking them, okay, we're going to make it's Quincy Jones' show, of course. Well, it's not Quincy Jones' show, but he's the one that's pretty much financing, we'll just say. Right? It was his idea. It's his baby. But he comes to Will Smith... he comes up to
Quincy Jones?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I mean, you say that like that.
Yeah, he's on the credits. If you look at the credits,
I know, but I'm just saying, like, behind the scenes is a very different conversation we could have.
Very much.
But we were talking about Katt Williams, so okay.
What I'm saying is, though, he did use his name. He asked Will Smith and everybody else, what characters you think we should name. Will was like, yo, I want to use my name. Because if anybody's going to remember me for this character, I want them to know my name, and I want to be walking with that. But
damn, that's pretty dope though.
Yeah. So
when you think about like niggas like Chris Tucker, like he was smoky and still is to some people forever.
That happens a lot to a lot of actors because you play a role so well, and you just
who were we just talking about? Nigga from Atlanta, but what we call him?
Paperboy.
I
don't even know that nigga name.
He be in all types of shit.
He do.
Paperboy. I'm like, oh my man, Paperboy in this shit. Okay. If I see that nigga on a poster, okay, Paperboy, gotta be a good movie. He ain't done nothing wrong.
Yeah, so he was ahead of the curve with that. So just putting that out. It's just a fun fact, in case you guys ain't know.
Okay. Who else is this nigga here? What was he talking about? Cedric stealing jokes.
Hey,
all right. And the Kings of Comedy.
Stop. Can I just admit something? I never thought Cedric, Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley. I've told you before, I've never been the biggest fan of a lot of these comedians.
Don't skip. Do you think D.L. Hughley is as funny as he say he is?
No.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure.
No. Bernie Mac was my favorite comedian.
On that Kings of Comedy, yes.
And before Bernie Mac, Robin Harris, when I was just a youngster watching House Party, and I watched that bug-eyed nigga talking shit.
Yeah.
Yo, who the fuck is this nigga? This guy's hilarious.
Yes.
In my personal opinion, those niggas was funny.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not to say that Cedric ain't ever had good jokes, or DL or any of them ain't never had good jokes, but as far as every time I see you on screen and my abs start hurting, That's funny.
Yeah.
And I've always gotten that from Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
I've always thought Bernie Mac was above all of them.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion.
Okay.
Seriously. His set was the best one.
Oh, yeah.
Almost a million
Guaranteed. Even the little interludes they had, like he was killing the interludes and shit like that.
You know what I mean? In a way, I've always liked Martin Lawrence. And a lot of people forget he was a comedian, but he was more of a host.
That's true. But that nigga stand-up's gonna have you dying now.
Yes, Run Tell That. People forget about that.
Yeah, Run. Oh my God. Yeah, but the Martin show itself, though, that used to.
My point. So when he's so a lot of these people are like, man, these are legendary in their own right. I'll give them that. Yeah,
oh yeah, guaranteed.
I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But if we're honest here, do you really care for a Ricky Smiley stand-up?
I'd never seen a Ricky Smiley stand. Oh no, I lied.
Since Comic View.
Yeah. I've never known him to have his own.
I'm little Earl.
Little Daryl.
I'm
Little Daryl. And why he make it such things like, why is it so funny to make fun of a special person?
Why not? But I'm just saying though. But let's be for real though. Man. Let's be for real, man. These comedians that he mentioned, like, hold on. Do you really find Steve Harvey to be that funny? Was he really that funny, bro?
Steve Harvey is funny, but I mean, like, funny, like, you're right. That
my point.
He's like, so here's the thing about it. Like, when them as a lineup, it's a comedy show and this and that. Now, I do like Cedric though. Cedric is funny. Now, mind you, if he ain't writing his own shit, that's whatever, Ghost Riders, R&B singers, we can talk about that when it comes to like the music game or whatever.
For sure.
But I think I like Cedric because I just kind of like how he just brings himself on. He's got like that cool thing to him or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as like Steve ain't really. He's kind of like he's that old head kind of like funny. You know what I'm saying? His audience is like only like his age and higher.
That's a fact.
Because his spectrum doesn't like stretch down to like the youth. You know what I'm saying? Because even when he was up there talking shit, he was talking about the music. Shoot you up and wet you. Like, why you talking shit about my shit? You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and I get it. I mean, I think it's just that it was said out loud, but it's been said among like everybody knows. I mean, his numbers are gonna show it. Obviously, he ain't acting no more in this 9:30. He does his game shows because again, you can host.
And the shots he sent that phase on were whoa.
Why's phase on him got so much beef though? What's that about?
Okay, so Faison went on Vlad and he broke it down. I didn't get a chance to do the whole thorough check, so I don't want to speak on something that I don't know.
It's an old breakdown or like
it's an old breakdown.
Oh, okay.
As far as I'm concerned, no, the shots were sent. Apparently, if we're being honest here, it sounds like to me he's just responding to people that spoke on him. I'm pretty, know what I mean?
Katt?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The whole shit came about because like I said, before you mentioned when we started this conversation how he was saying I can't because I got something to sell. Did he say sell or did I got something to sell? Okay.
He said sell.
So I missed that. But I thought he was on there to respond to all the people who have either said something to him or especially were on his show. Because then Shannon was even like, damn, Katt, you really don't watch all my episodes. He was like, they talking about me?
Yeah, they have, and
why wouldn't I watch it?
And respectfully, they all have mentioned him or spoke on a story that included him. That you know what I mean? Which is, I feel it. Yeah, hold on, I was there, and you're saying so yeah, I want to straighten shit out as he should.
Yes.
But the people that he was speaking on, like with the Phase on Love thing, like, I thought that shit was like, whoa. When he said, I got 12 comedy specials. You can find mine on YouTube. How many does Faison got?
He said Netflix.
Or
he said Netflix.
Netflix. I'm sorry. How many does Faison got?
None. And then and is he a stand-up comedian? Is he an actor? Like
he was on Def Jam.
Was he?
Yes. He's been on Comic View, I believe, as well.
And they said, why you gotta take your shirt off on every role?
But we've always seen him only on screen acting.
Yeah. Cause I don't remember him on any stand up actually. If you say you're on Def Jam, I don't remember him on Def Jam. I don't remember a bit. I don't remember a joke. None of that. And to think that he was in Friday, he didn't even play a funny part. That nigga was Big Worm.
That nigga was serious.
He was trying to be a gangster. Yeah.
That nigga was serious. I thought that's what it was with him.
Then he was playing a Selly. The next movie I seen when he was with Chris Tucker, when they linked back up on Money Talks. I was like, oh shit, they back in the same movie. He had a little scene just to hug up on a nigga.
Just to hug up on. So, and his response was like, he's just calling for help. That's what he said. He's calling for help.
He's calling for help.
And it ain't right. And listen, I watched them Vlad interviews that Phase on Love be doing. Mm-hmm. He talks a lot of gang shit. Not gangbang shit, but he talks about a lot of. He talks shit about everybody.
Okay, I got you.
But this is the one. Like I said, he didn't respond in a way like he would be talking about everybody else about Katt.
Yeah.
So it makes me go back and wonder when he says, "Yo, I have information on everybody. I paid for it." Notice that he said that. Someone will come around, I'll pay for that information.
He said people come and tell him.
But he'll pay for it too.
That's crazy.
So, like I said, is that why motherfucker... So, like I said, take notice to everybody that's responding. It's not the type of, oh, he this and that and then come back, with a little diss or whatever the case may be. It's a subtle... Oh, he's just losing his mind right now. Don't pay attention to him.
Right.
He on drugs, or this is sad, or he wanted to, just the shit you'll just see regularly. But I mean, really think, I don't know, man. It looks crazy, bro. It looks crazy. Bro.
But even on the other side of that coin, a lot of cats are coming back, to try to save their face and their reputation and all the other shit. But what about the people who are for Katt? Because mind you, just said, he'll pay for that information. He's paying for comedians, to, who ain't got it like that. They're not getting paid for their shows. This is true. He was, making the claims as far as like why certain people can't get like the Gary Owens. You see Gary Owens saying he's like that casting couch, that couch casting, whatever they call it. And he was like, hey, he ain't lying. Like I'm in here and and I've been in situations. You can kind of you can read the room. Hey. Whoa! It's
another thing. Also, on top of that.
You said what?
Go ahead. I'm tripping. I just lost my train of thought.
Now I was just talking about people who was actually like showing him love. Like, hey, he ain't lying. Like he's been because there was somebody. Was it Deion Cole? He had a post or he did something like that or whatever. Everybody in the comments was like, boom, he ain't lying. Boom, everybody. Kept showing love. He's done this. He's done that. They want to make him seem like the bad guy.
What is to happen? What do you think moving forward? We're going to keep it moving. We ain't going to harp too much on this. But
what you about to say?
What do you think what is the future of Katt now? Will we see more of him now?
Yeah.
How much more?
Oh, more, because we're gonna have to, because it's gonna be some back. Now, okay. I think it's he's already had them though. Obviously,
okay.
He didn't make them. These niggas have been not like them. He's been where he's been at since
this circle that he's mentioned.
He's been stung over 1,000 times. He's said it over and over. Now, mind you, here's my thing. I guess when you say like how much are we gonna see him, I guess one, he's on tour, so I do plan on going to that show when he comes to Iowa. Sure. But how much back and forth are they going to get into? How much videos going to come out? You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to be. How much content is going to be created? Because now he's got his interview. He said his truth, or to him, or got his frustrations off his chest. Shannon let him come and talk his talk. And now you got everybody coming out and responding and saying their feelings and whoop-de-whoop. Like, how much does he really care to respond back to what they got to say? If he's like, look, you can say what the fuck you want to say. I said what I said, and I know what I said.
I want him to start dropping these receipts.
I think that's about to be the part we're about to see.
I really want, seriously, I want him to start.
It's that piece.
Because he said he got some. He said he's got receipts.
He got receipts, he got pictures, he got the info, the intel. The thing is, even if you don't, the receipts, the detail that he don't even speak on. Or even
Speaking of receipts, that Epstein list just dropped.
The evidence.
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton, huh? With the saxophone.
Listen, man. In my eyes, Bill Clinton is probably the most human president we'll probably ever have.
Well, we'll live through.
What do you mean?
I mean, we haven't seen the rest of the presidents to say like who's the most human. Like the ones that we've lived through,
sure.
we've only heard about.
That I've seen thus far.
We've
yes.
seen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Can I tell you why though? Come on, man. That nigga was getting head. and to keep the marriage going, that nigga was willing to put his job on the line. He put his job on the line.
Oh shoot! But that shit ain't been the same ever since. Ain't been the same ever since.
Man, this nigga got impeached for lying about getting some head.
Damn.
Because he ain't want to admit it in front of it. Because if you guys pay attention, the first video, Hillary was right there, so he didn't want to say, yeah, it's true. So he hit him with I did not have sexual relations. But that next video, when they pretty much found that stain on the dress or whatever, he was by himself. He was like, all right.
Hey, he was like,
yeah, all right.
Hey.
yeah. Don't say nothing. We was fucking right there. We trying to figure it out right now. Me and the wife, we trying to figure it out. Anyway, all I'm saying is,
we was fucking up. I was kidding.
That's some trill ass shit, bro. I'm just saying, bro. It get no better than that, bro.
Mr. Lewinsky she was nice. She was
professional. She was very nice.
Professional. You know what I'm saying? She good at her job and her job. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, bro. That head had a bit immaculate, nigga, for you to bust a solid one right on the dress, fam.
Oh,
you remember that, right?
I mean, that's what they said.
That's what they said, and that's where they found it. Nigga.
I mean, but again, that's what they said they found it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
That nigga.
Just lined them up. They just lined them up.
But she had that toe curling.
They part of the same game.
She had that toe curling. Overall thoughts of Katt Williams in this interview, before we move on.
He said, lower the gas prices.
We gonna cut that out.
So, shit.
Other than Katt Williams already deeming that January is now Katt's month. Nigga, we forgot Martin Luther King's birthday about to be coming up. Niggas ain't even worried about that. Watch.
Yeah.
We ain't even worried about it.
There's gonna be some memes coming up.
There's gonna be some
memes with Martin Luther King and he's gonna be like, I had a dream. Katt Williams would tell all the truth. Yo, I seen a meme that said that there's pastors right now working Sunday morning trying to figure out how they gonna put Katt Williams in their sermon. Oh shit.
And we didn't even talk about. Anyway, man, I was gonna say we didn't talk about TD Jakes
today.
Last episode.
Oh
last
yeah.
The stream we did. The stream we did. Make sure don't worry about it. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Katt Williams, man, he's like doing the thing, man, and other things that's coming up in news, man, today, man. Before we get up out of here, that I would love to talk about, man, which is something that we love to talk about. Hey,
what up?
Miami. The mall.
Miami, aliens. Going to Miami.
They said they seen an alien in Miami.
Boy, I saw a clip and it had a few of them hoes. It wasn't just a alien. It was
they said it was more. Thoughts? They're saying that it was just children fighting
with sticks.
Beating
the shit out of them aliens, boy.
They showed a little clip. You did the thorough research and seen what you seen, right?
I haven't done a thorough because I'm like, I didn't know what was even happening before I heard that it happened to be aliens. So when it came on the timeline, I saw it was like somebody on Twitter said something, and then Trump was like, we need an explanation for all these police and whatever the case is down here in Florida. And, you know, them trying to say it's just a bunch of teenagers, you know, fighting with sticks. Why is there this many police or this presence at a mall for kids fighting with sticks?
Did you see that aerial footage?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That was a lot of...
because when you see that, first you just see kind of... I was like, oh, is this a... without seeing or reading what was up, I thought it was like a high-speed chase or something. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, shit, we got a speed chase? And it panned out. I was like, the fuck is going on here? And then, it's just been...
Oh, well, if you guys ain't up to speed,
going
man...
crazy ever since.
We'll bring all the people up to speed. So if you guys ain't knowing, man, over the weekend, man, it appears that there was a whole bunch of police that pulled up at a mall in Miami, Florida. People they reported that there was children fighting. That was the reason why for the police for presence. But a lot of people are coming out online and giving their share from their view, and they're saying that no, nigga, there were aliens. That in one case, there's one nigga that was saying that these motherfuckers is about 10 feet tall and they were
8 to 10 feet, yeah,
disappearing, coming in and out of people's vision and shit like that. It was crazy, bro. There's little footage where you could. It looks some weird stuff. Hey, okay, listen. All I'm saying is this, of all the people giving out all their accounts, of all the cameras that we have today, nobody has footage of this 8 to 10 foot creature phasing in and out of everybody's vision.
Shadow aliens is what they call them.
Shadow aliens.
So, because
why?
Because they shadows. They were figures coming in and out. They wouldn't be able to see like what they were doing.
No.
Now here's something else though. So check this out. Because I didn't even realize that was I was seeing something about them shadows. I didn't understand like what was going on. And now that you said they were coming in and out of people's visions and shit like that. But did they approximately how many? Obviously, there was that many.
I heard 2.
Okay, so there was a 2 for sure. But obviously, you on this side of the mall, and then you on that side of the mall. You could see 2 over there, 2 over there. Stories get weird, right? What about like? Don't they say that there's like the people who like walk among us, and you can't see them, or the reptilian people in this, that, and the third, or whatever, who can shapeshift?
We've heard these stories, yeah.
Right. Is that not them? Because the video that I saw with the weird like aliens, they look like reptiles. They had long ass tails. They were on all fours and they were moving all weird and shit like that. So I was like,
you remember what we were talking about earlier about predictive programming?
Okay. So Mortal Kombat's been predicting all this shit. So this is the nether realm coming into. I get it. That's why they had to start this shit all over.
It's Mortal Kombat. This nigga went all the way left, Joe.
Well, I was gonna bring that up, but when you said that, I was like, nigga, that's what Mortal Kombat's been doing this whole time.
Well, I was going to say, remember how all like half of like last year, how they kept saying how the government all of a sudden just started releasing all these footages, of UFOs,
and then they had the whistleblower and all that,
and all these, and all of a sudden, so what if, like I said, what if they've been releasing this information with the hopes of us not believing it? But it's real. And then when it happens, it's like, huh? And then we can't look at the government and say you didn't tell us, but then they're going to be like, oh, we told you. My
thing is, though, I think when that shit came out, I think more people believe it than less that don't. And I think what's happening right now is my thing is like, okay, when that shit happened, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Like, why wouldn't we believe there's aliens, right?
They live among us right now?
Either it's among us, above us, or under us, right? Here's my thing.
This technology we have.
Tell the fucking story. Give the headline. What happened in Miami? Now, at this point, it's like 2 aliens showed up on the planet. As discussed before, late last year, we heard blah, blah, blah. It may be of some truth. Where they came from, we're not sure. Why they're here, we don't know.
District 9?
That's a story. Where is that? Is that in Miami?
No. You know the movie District 9?
No.
About the movie about the aliens that crash landed on planet Earth, and then like they ended up like they can't get back home, so they ended up having like a little section that's called District 9 where they live at or whatever, and we just like studied their technology and shit and used their shit, and they're rebelling against us trying to get back. Long story short, what I'm trying to say is
I did not see that. So this was not like a Kumbaya type movie where it's like,
nah.
Oh, you guys got some great ass.
We more so
4K.
We more so I don't want to say enslaved them, but oppressed them. That's what the movie was saying. But okay. I'm just saying, hold on now. Hear me out.
No, I got
this
you.
Technology here we have.
Yeah.
Right? Who's to say that we didn't learn all this from them? Don't you find it kind of crazy how... Listen, think about it. Hey, man, seriously, bro.
No, I'm listening.
Within like 2 years, in the year 2000,
yeah,
when Y2K was coming around, we thought it was gonna be a wrap.
That's true. You're like, damn. Between that 0, we're about to like just die.
Between 2000 and 2003, we were introduced to cell phones and an internet that went crazy. What I'm trying to say is, how long it took for us to develop. I'm not gonna say develop, but enhance technology. I'm not saying that humans aren't smart, we can't be creative, but ain't it kind of crazy how we just like? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like technology, you know how fast it moves.
But you're saying though, the thing that you got to go back to, it's like, you know, the predictive shit you were just speaking
predictive programming,
because the shit was already in movies. Like we make fun of these smartwatches where you got like you know this and that and the third or whatever. Dick Tracy watches and I mean you think you're Dick Tracy, you know, you're on your phone, your watch talking, you think you're all cool or whatever. It's like. That was Dick Tracy shit, but like when did Dick Tracy or whoever the fuck had one of these Spectre Gadgets and all that to now, like we here with it. Mm-hmm. Was it a technology that they could have came out with already? But then again, like could they have? Like we didn't really have that technology.
That's a good question because I don't know, man. But then it also makes me wonder: did we get help? We had to. I'm leaning on maybe thinking that we've had help. We have gotten help, or we have help with this tech. Because, like I said, I'm not saying that humans aren't smart creatures. But the way we done advanced in let's say in the last decade, fam, 2010 to now is completely different.
I'm gonna say that depending on some historical stories, humans are not smart, and we have been getting worked by the aliens. That's why we're here.
These hieroglyphs that they find in different areas, like in caves and shit, where they show that they've been visited from other beings.
That's not visiting. That's a motherfucking work meeting. That's what the fuck y'all niggas need to do. It's not a visitation. That's like a fucking download. What is it? That's a work meeting. Exactly. That was like, oh, look at what this is. Like, that's a Christmas party or something like that. That's a what do they call that? Oh, not an open house. I'll think of it. I can't think of it.
Plot twist. Mm-hmm. We're humans, and we don't necessarily have a God, but we serve beings that rule over us under the guise of thinking that they don't exist, but they do exist. And everything that we're doing and seeing is for them, and we really don't know why. But we just know, and we just do because we're humans, and humans are creatures of habit. So say that these extraterrestrial beings or these gods, we'll just say, be damn near proper to call them that, if they live in such a way to where they're such malevolent beings that they don't even want to associate with us. They don't want to breathe the air we breathe or drink the water we drink. Matter of fact, what if the air we breathe and the water we drink ain't shit? And we ain't shit. What if we're just prawns?
That's
that we
what I'm saying.
What if we're the cockroaches of the universe?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, town hall meeting. It was a town hall. That's what them shits are. Niggas acting like you crazy or something like.
Look, this nigga thought that damn thing.
That's a town hall. You know what I'm saying? But why do we have to do that? Any other questions?
No. No.
Nah, not really. No. So you want that shit?
We gotta do this. All right, cool.
But confirm, you just want that over there, right? And
hence why we can't figure out pyramids.
Why we can't figure them out? Yes. Because the story is that, like, like I said, I mean, you get into this some shit. Now, you know what I mean? I just be, like, dialing some crazy shit. I'm just going to... I don't mean to be on here. I don't mean to be on here talking like I know some shit. I just watched some motherfucking shit recently, right? Like they say, like, the pyramids or whatever. That's because, like, there were beings or whatever who are supposed to be made of gold, or that drink gold, or that need gold in order to survive. That's what humans were here to do. Mine gold. Get them the gold so that they could live and whatever. So there were beings that were big enough to help build those pyramids and shit, but we were doing like the grunt work. Hey, get this rubble out the way. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, you know, whatever the case is.
These world powers. Okay, how can I word this question before we get up out of here? Yeah, we're running up on time. Okay, how can I word this? How can I word this to make it make sense? Okay.
Make it make sense.
What if all world powers really do work amongst each other, but it is just perceived to us that we don't. Like, for example, we're told that China is this and that, and China is told that we are this and that. But really, what if we were just telling us that, but really, Xi Jinping and Biden and Putin and all the other world leaders meet in this town hall area and they talk to that one motherfucker?
They do. You know, that's the thing about it. Like, when you think about, like, a lot of
go ahead.
So check it out. Like, that's a fact, though. Like, when you say, like, what if they do, that is what's happening. They are, and like, nigga, like, before the wars were going on, like, they were having sit downs, press conferences, and they were sitting there like me and you. You know how they do it.
Yeah.
You know we about to fuck y'all up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you thought. They go back home, all of a sudden, 4 weeks later, it's like, a bomb was tossed over such and such. Now everybody's in war and some other shit or whatever like that. Nigga, yes. Leaders talk and generals talk more than people really think. These world leaders, like, they talk. Because one, like, not only if there's going to be a war, it's going to fuck up business. So there's money involved at the same time.
True.
So nobody's fucking up and doing no war just to do a war.
Did you hear about, just kind of add on detail onto what you're saying about how well and often that these world leaders talk? I just didn't even know about it until I did some researching, but there's this thing that you can Google. It's called The Call. Now, The Call is how Xi Jinping, if I said his name right, the Chinese leader.
Okay.
How he called, because China and Taiwan are beefing. Taiwan was at one point, Taiwan was China.
Okay.
China got suspended this campaign that they're running called One China, where they want all their nations to be China. Anyway, long story short, Trump got in the office, right? Mm-hmm. This was back when he first got in the office.
Yeah.
Now, he received a call from the Taiwan's leader.
Okay.
Talk with him. Cool. Mm-hmm. Then he gets the call from Xi Jinping, pretty much saying,
"Oh yeah, that's what he was like.
You talk to me.
Yeah, you go over there and help them do anything like that. We gonna fuck you up and them up.
But you call me.
Yeah.
Before you talk to them, you talk to me.
Oh shit.
So with that being said, yeah, I'm putting context in, pretty much adding on to what you're saying, saying yes, they talk very often. They have a phone number that I need to talk to America. Yeah. Get their goddamn president on the goddamn phone. I need to talk to Russia, and it's a line direct to them. Yeah. So yes, they talk often. This is true. Yes. So I'm just putting that context out there. So man, I didn't mean to cut you.
No, you good. I mean, I forgot about that shit that happened. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's why that shit went on and happened. But that's why everybody was talking crazy. It was getting kind of tight when he was saying, Korea wasn't gonna do this, China wasn't gonna do that, or whatever. But again, it all comes down to money. And ain't nobody cutting off China, like all that Temu shit that they selling and moving over here. Like, come on, fam. Like,
so what is the purpose of the money then?
What's
if
the
these
purpose
benevolent beings, these aliens, we'll just call them, are really just puppet masters telling them, what is the money to them? I mean, we know what the money is to us, but what is the money to them?
The money's nothing to them. The money's what keeps everybody else busy, just thinking like that we're doing something. It's the other activity that's going on that doesn't.
What other activity?
The shit that don't need money. That's more than money. When it gold. You're buying
praises.
Shit. Who?
What of praises? Praying.
What?
Well, how can I break it down?
Say your prayers and stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. What does this say of these religions that we know of today, from Christianity to Islam and everything else? What are these things then? If you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then what is the purpose of these things?
As far as like, if you want to say like, when the Creator made the creations and this and that, we gave all praise to that.
Yeah,
whatever.
But there's a whole malevolent alien that's been visiting us but we don't know who he is. But we're praying or saying that there's another being.
Or
what is the purpose of being told or studying these things?
Check this out. What if this being is such a being of so creative or so massiveness, is whatever you want to call it? Is that a word? I don't know. Say like, people want to say their prayers, whatever, to whatever deity or religion or whatever it is.
Sure.
What if this motherfucker's really got connection to everything and can really just like hear everything? Hears it all, you know what I'm saying? Takes in all that communication. Oh man, what is that? You probably didn't see that show, but that's on Apple TV too. Goddamn, I can't think of no shows that I be fucking watching when it comes down to it. But there's a thing where, oh my god, I look what the fucking show is. The show is like, so there's like an alien invasion. Oh, it's called Invasion.
Okay.
On Apple TV, Invasion. There's an alien invasion that happens. You don't see the aliens forever and ever, but there's certain people who can connect to them, and they're like all like one. And there's like some centrally communication of location where it's like some of them can sit there and like feel when they're coming, you know, say know when they're hurting, this and that and the third.
Frequencies.
In frequencies, yes. Basically, that's what it is, the frequencies of it. So,
do you ever at times feel like you hear things that nobody else can hear?
Possibly, yes. And frequencies are real.
Can that be? Yeah, I'm saying it's like a frequency.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I mean, those hertz and shit, you know. Healing hertz, God frequencies, you know what I'm saying? Third eye, you know, getting to the boom, 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 stones and all that kind of things. Yeah, getting stones, gold, this and that third. Boom, 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 aliens, moving shit.
We're getting deep, bro. we're getting too deep.
We're just like digging, but we ain't going nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. You'll be digging forever. People. Once again, man, DJ J Phil A Major, man. Hey, before we get up out of here, too, man, make sure you guys are checking out the Facebook and subscribing to the YouTube page, Instagram as well, and make sure you guys are following me on J Phil, and my nigga A Major, Beats by A Major, and also click and like and subscribe the clothing, the streetwear, yes. That Invest Streetwear. You see it on his back right here. You know what I mean? Y'all see the links and all that stuff. Go ahead, click that. Buy a shirt or a hat. You know you like. It's cold outside.
It's cold outside.
My
Shout out to Luda.
Like that. That was a nice. That was an air ball. If I'm being honest, that man just turned into a nice oop. Like that was an air ball, but
it's cold.
He picked
outside.
it up. Hey, but may I mention though the material? Mm-hmm. Definitely keep you warm out here in this cold weather, man. So make sure you get you one too, man. But before you get up out of here, man, final thoughts, man, on this Katt debacle, man. And like, let me go ahead and say this, man. Shout out to everybody that he did mention. Like I said, I'm not saying that all. I'm gonna clarify some shit.
Right.
I'm not saying Ricky Smiley or Steve Harvey. Said anybody he mentioned on there is whack. I'm not saying that.
Right, I got you.
But I will say that are they legends in their own right?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's tears. No different than it's no different. Like he said, it's a sport. It's no different when we talk about, you know, the greatest in basketball, the greatest in football, the greatest in this position, the greatest rapper. Comes to comedy, you know, there's who's your top 5 comedian? Throw it in the chat.
But I do look forward to seeing this face that you mentioned a couple episodes ago.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Nigga, you know, turn the stone. Stop playing. You were, oh shit.
Look, just like that too, like
Mortal Kombat.
Trying to run away and just
shit,
get stuck. But I'm looking forward to seeing more, man. This year is looking like it might be. He might be telling. He might be, you know, prophesizing. He might be right. He might start seeing, and it looks like that's what it. Like I said, along with the Epstein list coming out and everybody being called out for their so-called wicked ways or debauchery, or I would just simply say living out their darkest desires.
You think Diddy's gonna get away with any of this stuff? Or you think he's gonna get? You think he's gonna have to sit it out?
We've almost forgot about it.
Yeah, it's close. It's getting there.
You see you get what I'm trying to say,
it's
right?
It's getting there. Yeah,
we've almost forgotten about it.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. So unless you're looking for it, it's getting to the point where niggas just like next.
Yeah, pretty much. So with that being said, will he get away with it? Probably. I don't see any more. Oh well, Gene Deal just recently went on an interview with Art of Dialogue and said that there's 2 more cases about to pop up on Diddy. So we'll wait for that and see what happens. And this was just over on last Friday. So,
damn,
3 days ago. So we'll see. We'll see, man. Gene Deal says there's 2 more cases, but like I said, I honestly think we're almost forgotten about it. And when we get to the point where we've forgotten about it, we will forget about it. Just like we forgot how Jamie Foxx was sick and they found a cure for a something we didn't even know he had. And we don't even know what the hell. Know. I've heard something though. Before we get up out of here, is regarding.
What you heard it was?
I heard that he had got a bad pack.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
That Fenton got him.
The Fent. Mm-hmm. Brother Fent.
That's just what I heard.
Huckleberry Fent. Yo, that nigga's a Huckleberry Fent.
Hey, but I'm just. Hey, it sound pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Now I would believe that. I believe that. I would. I believe that. I believe that.
That could happen. Yeah. I mean,
I believe it. I'm not saying it happened. I'm just saying it sounds believable.
Right.
Nice time party, and all of a sudden,
yeah, boom. Good. Hey, good
bring
thing.
Out that.
Good thing he came back though. Shit. I mean, a lot of motherfuckers don't. If that was it, boy.
Hey, let me say this though. If that's the case, Jamie Foxx, if that is the case, then you ought to be the spokesman for helping the youth, man, get up off this shit, man, and speaking out against this drug. Right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
If that's the case,
drugs free.
For sure. If that is the case, speak out, man. Because like I said, man, listen. Shout out to Dolly Barnes, but he had a line that I'm really like I fuck with to this day. He said, "Yeah, we buying guns dirty, but niggas dying because they pills is laced." DJ J Phil A Major, man. We on the radio show. We'll catch y'all next time.
Y'all.
In your mama's throat.
Damn.